All right, we got it ready from both players. Let's get started with game number 1, match 1 of this 4-match event. Pendency solved is open on the right side. Needs a long bar. Hangs that Z piece right before the long bar shows up. A piece drought and counting. So is Sunny. Same drought, but Sunny with a cleaner board, but also in a bit of trouble. Oh, doesn't hang that square. That could have been very problematic. With a very scary set of pieces, and Sunny now out of nowhere might top out. Nice set of burns right now, still alive, but that's just gonna do it. And no, actually, wrongly is. None of them are their fault though, and Sunny's about to top out, right? So, Andy takes a sweep, but more importantly, and a ready from Sodium. So let's get started once again. It's game number 2. Game number 1, take 2, match 2 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Let's see. SS. Looks good to me. Just ping me again. Okay, wrongly. Jesus Christ. Alright, Sidnev looking to take a commanding victory over Sodium. One of the favorites to make it all the way to the playoffs. Our first top 8 playoff bracket. She unfortunately lost 3-1 to Tuki. After some very unfortunate seeds. Sodium has a pretty decent start to his season so far, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Here's the second call for Matcherino. If you'd like to help contribute to the prize pool, you can do so with Matcherino. You're already at $1,500 thanks to contributions from people such as Scott Gray, Kena Watching Tetris, Corporal, Arbaro, Alex T, actually, who donated, I think, $123 or something like that earlier this week. Sergio asking, I want to change the Twitch now. What's the name of the channel? It's just Classic Tetris League on Twitch. Let me set up the link if I can. There you go. If you're watching on YouTube and you would like to head over to Twitch, you can do so with this link right here. Twitch.tv/Classic Tetris League. Sitting about 253, 92% Tetris rate, 1 pushdown point separating these two players. Somalian saying, I hit my left hand on the corner of the table, I might die. Hopefully you stop being able to roll forever and you have to retire and you quit Tetris. Advanced Leasington saying, yeah, it's gonna shrivel up and fall off. No problem. Listen, there's no bias here. Welcome, Sergio, from YouTube over on Twitch now. Hope you enjoy your stay. Pretty friendly seed by the looks of it, which is good. I love content. This sort of biased commentary is why instead of Division 1 players doing it, you should get 800k DAS players to misdrop every third, please. And that's kind of boring, though. I'd probably just be uninterested in the entire match. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, I'm sorry if you're an 800k player, but if, you know, I've been restreaming for like 4 years at this point. I've commentated my fair share of 800k, 700k PB players. Not to say I will never do it again, but I'm just saying I probably wouldn't commentate much. Oh, you meant as a commentator. Honestly, you know what we should do? You know what we should do? We should just have self-commentary the entire time. Every Division 1 player has to do self-commentary to each other. And they have to make it interesting. They have to read Twitch chat as well. They can't just be talking to each other. 585 right now for Sidnev, 580 for Sodium. Shen saying, in other words, get good. Yeah, exactly. Sodium will transition at 654. Sidnev did transition with a similar score. Both players... Actually, Sidnev is Tetris ready. Getting a delayed burn setup. I don't know if she meant to do that, but we'll see what ends up happening. She's forced to not be able to use that llama for a Tetris. But she does open up her right well and will be Tetris ready. Gets a llama for a Tetris now at 710. Sodium at 662. Self-commentary is pretty easy. I've done it. You just gotta get used to it, I guess. Anyway, both players neck and neck. Less than a touch. Actually, almost exactly tied. Not in terms of pace, though. Sidnev does have a very slight advantage in the pace margin, but it's literally just a line. Literally a line, so not even anything. It'd be funny if people started doing one pushdown point when they played against Sidnev. I'm surprised nobody has really done that. I mean, I have seen people do it, but Sidnev would always just like push down herself until the other person gives up. But Sidnev right now, potential for a max out. Into 25, technically at level 24 max out if she doesn't burn any more lines. Like, this would be like a max out with like 189.999, basically. But she's not getting the right pieces. Will burn into transition at level 25, so won't even get the max out anyway, but does get the max out after that with the Tetris. Sodium at 977, Sidnev with a 1.02. Needs to solve the Lombard dependency, and she does just that. But Sodium is looking to catch back up and take back the lead. And considering that Sidnev is burning, this will give Sodium the opportunity to take a pace lead. And Sodium just trying to extend this lead while Sidnev is burning. Sidnev looking for a right set of pieces. I don't know if she tried to tuck that, but it did cost more burn. So we'll see what ends up happening as we reach the 29 speeds. Sodium has to do a bit of burning, but this is just the line. Takes the Tetris now with a 1.14. Sidnev with a bit of a drought that's forming. And had nowhere to place that J piece after that misdrop with the first J piece. So gonna have to do some burns right before transition. She can still transition with a Tetris, and she will do just that with the Tetris. 1.14 for Sidnev, 1.21 for Sodium, who has yet to transition right now. We'll transition with a 1.25, so monster transition for Sodium. Incredible efficiency. Sidnev also with a good game. Gets a Tetris now with a 1.18. So keep in mind, we do have a level 39 line cap. So these two cannot play forever. They have to go as efficient as possible and hope for an early top out from the other player. Sodium is going to go for a Tetris. loses his Tetris ready board, takes a couple of burns to keep it safe, but still ahead by about a Tetris and a half. As Sidnev bangs on a Tetris now with a 1.28. Sodium with a 1.29. Sidnev's forced to burn a little bit here. And she's setting up a delayed burn sequence. Needs a J piece, but sets up another set of delayed burns. And just in time too, because there was a drought that was forming for Sidnev. Sodium's experiencing the same drought that Sidnev just got out of. Ooh, Sidnev in a bit of trouble. Needs a lumbar. Needs some to the left side. Gets a lumbar all the way to the left. But this might just do it for Sidnev, and we'll top out with a 1.31. Sodium will take game number 1. 2, 1, Tetris. Let's see, ZL. Perfect. Already a different start, different opener for these two players. Daft Woolly's first time chatter on Twitch saying, "Man, I wish there was a marathon company where you win by having the highest level, and if you have less points than your opponent, you lose 1 level per so and so many points." So what is that like a point system? Trying to understand how that would work. But welcome on in. So yeah, Sidnev looking to type the set. I agree. Yes. I mean, I will be real right now. I think any sort of piece 4 was different. Was it actually different? What? So the first two... Wait, what? We'll see in the next drought. I was not paying attention to the droughts. We might have to restart. Yeah, I think we have to restart. The first 2 pieces were fine, but the 4th piece was different. And now I'm seeing that Sodium was experiencing a drought that Sidnev never got. That is crazy! That is actually crazy! What the heck? Wait, guys. Hold on. Do I have to do it again? I think I have to do it again. Hold on. Yes, sir. Different seeds. Hold on. There we go. Please don't... I don't even know if she... Because they could just be looking at Nestor's Champ, so I don't even know if they're going to be looking at the stream. Alright, they want to play on. I'll just... Fine. Listen, if they want to play on, then let them play on. All right. Yeah, Soda wants to keep playing. I don't know about Sidnev though. We'll see what she says. Because like I don't even think she's looking at the chat at the Twitch because you don't need to look at the stream to play. You need to stay tabbed in for Masters champs. But, you know, whatever. 1 point separation between these two players. That was a weird... They should play on, but just have the words different C's the entire time. Yeah. All right, $4.99 for Sidnev, $5.03 for Sodium. Well, I mean, that's the thing, right, Jasmine? We don't know what Sidnev like would think about it. So we'll just see what she thinks. She has all the, you know, if she wants to restart, I'm fine with that. I don't really care. There was no way that literally nobody noticed because the first 3 pieces were completely the same. And so the first 3 pieces were the same. That means we just stopped paying attention to it, right? But no, Sidnev will transition at 640 though. 580 for Sodium. At this point, we're just gonna have to like pay attention to every single piece for the first 30 pieces now. Just to make sure it's all in the same piece sets. But Sodium will transition at 629, actually a little bit below 600,000, but he's at 629 now. 655 with the Tetris, Sidnev at 690. The government conspires to make them keep playing. They give a 1,000 piece draw to one of the players that they decide who wins, like in a Zuma 11 Go. Sodium in a bit of trouble at the moment. I mean, really, it all comes down to if Sidnev actually knows that the pieces were different. $9.11 for Sidnev, $7.34 for Sodium. But, I mean, what can you do? I did try to get their attention, but I don't even think they're watching the stream. Maybe Sodium was, but... regardless, Sidnev at 946, 775 for Sodium. What the heck? Sidnev already the max out 1.01, so very nice games here. Sodium had a bit of a situation on 24, but he did clean it out nicely. I can't hear what Sodium is saying, no. 971 right now. One off for the max out as we are getting deeper and deeper into 29 and right before the 29 speeds. Sidnev looking for a potential 1.25 into 29. And Sidnev will transition with... Sodium transitions with a bunch of hangs, so we'll top out already. Sodium will not take the sweep. Sidnev has tied up the set. GG's, and this is a really good game, so please mull it out. I did reroll though. That was a complete reroll. 1.39. Imagine if it... Oh, please, no! Damn! All right, we have it ready from both players, so let's get started with game number 3 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Let's take a look. L. Square. Square. S. Lombard. L. Lombard. S. J. That's good enough for me. Just watch. Now the rest of it's gonna be completely different after I stop paying attention. Daft Wooley saying, it's crazy how much this game has been figured out in recent years compared to the knowledge back in the first few years. Yeah, and it's only gonna get better now. Hold on. Stop. No, shoot. No. Yeah, Andrew, it was probably the Nightbot just being dumb. I can't even allow view deleted messages. 1.5 on 32. What was that on 29? Hey, NGC man on YouTube. Welcome on in. I wish it was possible to do a 1.5 kill screen. All right, so we're starting off very efficient so far. Sodium 200,000 before 40 lines. And instead of setting up these dependencies, sets up a Vits. Hits the Vits, and she is Tetris ready. And a nice tuck there set up with the T-piece. If you guys like Vits, leave a like. Do you guys like rollovers? Subscribe if you do. Sodium with the hang on the left side needs a Lombard to solve the dependency. Does solve the Lombard dependency with a nice 5-tap. V over on YouTube is asking who else will play today. Well, first matchup was between Andy and Sunny, in which Andy took a sweep. This is going to be our second matchup, Sidnev versus Sodium, and after this we'll be having Somalian versus who? Miles? Who the hell is Miles Miller? Yeah, Miles versus Somalian will be our last matchup of the night. And another Vits, apparently, while I was looking at who else was playing. Daft Wooley, Tommy 3 Run, Serge, Sean Obi. Thank you for the follows. What are VITs? They stand for vertical eye-tuck setups, which is where you set up for an eye-tuck. Where the only way you can solve that tuck is if you get an eyepiece. It's like a Lombard dependency, but for the degenerates. Like a degenerate Lombard dependency. Instead of nice set of burns there for the Tetris. 463 and a 498 for Sodium, who's taken a Tetris and a half lead. I'm sorry, Somalian. I should have said more words like optimal. A vertical eye tuck setup is when you make an optimal board for the Lombard to show up. Yeah, nerd glasses actually. Sodium looking for another 600k transition. Yeah, exactly, Arbaro. It's like a Lombard dependency, but it got arrested for robbing a convenience store. And we might be having a double 600k transition, but Sodium experiencing a drought. Forced to a burn. Needs to start burning right now. Sodium is forced to a triple. Needs a Lombard. Oh no, Sodium. That aggression might have costed him. We'll see if he can survive this. Hangs the S piece. Needs a Lombard solid dependency. He does get the Lombard. Now needs an LRJ. Gets a J piece. And another set of pieces. Can he survive this? Needs a Lombard. Gets a Lombard solid dependency. Now needs up to the left side. Gets a T piece to the left side. And a flat burn. Square piece to solve the dependency. Saves a T. And that'll do it. Hopping out. The match, you know. We got a rate from both players. So let's get started with game number 4. Can these be the set for Sidnev or will Sodium force the decider in 3-2-1 Tetris? I forgot to set up the music again. Start the music. Yes, sir. Arbaro, thank you for the $15.15 contribution. Sidnev saying she's very strained right now. Her hands getting a bit fatigued by the looks of it. Giovanni, welcome on in, saying hello, go Sidnev. And Peter Cart 444, first time chatter, welcome on in. Oh, and thank you for the follow as well. So I'm starting off with a pretty complicated stack. Sets up a set of delayed burns. Once again, our final matchup of the night will be between Miles and Somalian. So I'll be ready to edit that match out of the YouTube stream because there's no way that's gonna make it to YouTube. It's gonna be an easy sweep. Oh, Sodium in a bit of trouble right now. Needs to survive this because if he doesn't, this will be curtains. That's a T-piece. Oh my god, that the way Nestor's Champs has frame rate issues almost made it look like he hung that T-piece. And he will survive this and bangs out a Tetris. Great survival from Sodium to stay alive this set. But he is ahead by 10 lines. Oh yeah, this one's going on YouTube. Right now, I don't know how many matches are in the queue. Or like how many matches have already been done that I haven't gotten to yet. The next upload will be Sunny versus Ramations. If I can get it done, it should come out tomorrow. Sidnev set for a Vits. I guess she hit the Vits because I didn't see it. Sodium in a bit of a situation once again. Looks like some internet issues for Sidnev, but that's okay. Her game is still running. Your audio's fine, Arbaro. Oh, sweeps make it to CTL. It just depends on how the sweep is. I'm gonna refresh Sidnev's Ninja. We'll see if that helps it from like continuously bugging out. And it's gone. There she is. All right. Sodium set up for a delayed tuck setup. I was about to say a Z spin, but he converted it into getting bursted with square pieces at the worst time right now. Set up for a dirty Tetris. Oh man, this is actually kind of tricky. Needs to get some good placements. Needs to make sure he doesn't misdrop because that would be incredibly deadly. Sergio asking, yeah, 6 weeks plus the playoffs. That's completely correct. Is how long a CTL season typically starts or typically lasts. And Sodium going aggressive. He's already behind by 72,000 points. And really trying to commit to this Tetris, but not getting Lombard time, so force him to a burn. Gets along for a dirty Tetris. Now at 395. So it looks like Sodium's going to transition with a mid 400k. And Sidnev in a bit of a situation here. Looks like she's hoping not to burn into transition. And she won't. She does have a Lombard dependency on column 8, but if she gets a Lombard time, then she should be okay. Set up for a dirty not a dirty Tetris. Set up for a Tetris with that. What even adjustment could you even call that? Tetris adjustment? Sodium did transition at 490 or 450, I believe. Sidnev in a bit of trouble right now. He needs to burn this down as quickly as possible before Sodium takes the lead. And he does just that, taking the lead at 547, Sidnev at 525. Yeah. Vitstress. Sodium with the drought does bang in the Tetris though, so good drought management for Sodium. Sidnev is clean at 569. Nice setup there with the T-piece to accommodate the square. Now Sodium set up Lombard, not Lombard, Jade piece of pennant. Didn't get the Jade piece in time, so gonna have to do some more burns. Gets the Lombard dependency some. Needs another Lombard. Gets a Lombard and will be okay. Opens up his right wall, bangs out a Tetris. Now at 673, Sidnev with a T-puck. Is Tetris ready and bangs out a Tetris. So we're pretty neck and neck, all things considered. Keep in mind, Sodium has a 14-line difference over Sidnev. He's ahead by 14 lines. With the set of burns, this will give Sidnev the opportunity to take a significant lead, or real-time lead. Sodium couldn't utilize either of those two Lombards for a Tetris. Now forcing some more burns. Gets another Lombard that he couldn't use for a Tetris. Now he's Tetris ready. Gets a Lombard for a Tetris. 747, still behind. Gets another Lombard to take the lead, but is at level 26 while Sidnev is only at level 24. That is true. Sodium is showing the most next, so he's technically winning the neck game. Sidnev with doesn't go for the tuck, which looks like it was the right move. Sodium with a couple of overhangs here, some delayed burns, delayed puck sequences as well. Takes a Tetris at 854, looking for a potential max out into level 29. Same with Sidnev, but Sidnev is still slightly ahead in the pace. Like Sodium is Tetris ready, can set up 2 more Tetrises before level 29. Sidnev gets a nice 5-tap on the left side, gets the Llama for a Tetris, and Sodium will transition with a 1-off 967 and counting. We'll see what he ends up doing in the 29 speeds. He needs to do some work right now if he wants to take this game. Takes a Tetris for the max out and gets a Lombard for the 5-tap. All the way to the left side is Tetris ready. Nice 5-tap with the T-piece. Gets another Lombard for a Tetris. Now with 1.04, 100,000 points ahead as Sidnev It's going to transition with a burn at 975. Also with a one-off. Sodium is Tetris ready. Needs a Lombard. Got the Lombard too late. And this could actually just do it for Sodium. Sidnev in a bit of trouble right now. 1.05 is the score to beat. And she is looking to get clean. 59,000 more points is needed to take the set. .050 is what you need. Get to 1.051 to take the game. Just needs 32,000 more points. A Tetris should do it, but she can just line this out. $31-piece drought, 32-piece drought, 33, 34. Oh my god. Okay, 37-piece drought. And she is Tetris ready. And get to Lombard for the win. We'll take the set. GG's. But nicely played from Sodium. We'll take a nice 6 points.
Look at Scooty's shirt. That is amazing. I love that Shrek shirt. Scooty giving the thumbs up. I don't know if it was about the Shrek shirt. Now it is. Look at that. Showing the drip. That is... That's the best. I love that shirt so much. 286 for Scooty. 313 for Tiggy. That is an amazing shirt. I'm gonna remember that. Oh man. We are pretty close here, and we're getting about halfway through. Actually, we're more than halfway through 18. 354 for Scooty, 359 for Tugi. Zempro? What? Zempro's asking the real questions here. Scooty giving a, sorta. I think he's replying to Zempro's question. Talk with the L-piece and Tetris for Tugi. 430, 404 for Scooty. Scooty giving the thumbnail face. Thank you. Peek will appreciate that. Oh! Two misdrops here for Scooty with a Z and a T. Does have that right side open, but as soon as I say that, he blocks it, and it's now going to be burning. And this might give Tugi the chance to start building a lead. They're still pretty close, but Tugi gets a Tetris. 460, while Scooty is going to be in a bit of a situation for a little bit. Oh, and these are not good pieces for Scooty. He needs a bar on that left side. Throwing pieces to the left and right, but... Oh my gosh, gets that S-piece over. But he is not out of the woods. Hangs the L-piece on the left, and Scooty is going to top out at 440. And Tugi takes a game... He takes game 1. We'll see what happens. Game 2 is coming to you in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I am so sorry. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm actually not that sorry. I'm happy that I did my terrible GD impression. It's going to be cemented on YouTube. Well, maybe it will be. We'll see. Yeah, I'm not terribly sorry. Maybe I am like 1%, but you know, not too much. Both with 2 Tetrises on the board with no burns, but Scooty not going to be able to keep that streak going as he has a misdrop at the Nell. Well, maybe he'll be able to keep it. Actually, no. He's just going to take the triple to get back to the right. Not going to maintain a streak of 3 perfect Tetrises. Really no need to. But Tugi His board is looking very nice, but a bit of a drought forming. Gets a double and a Tetris there. 70,000 for Toogie, and gets another Tetris, actually 93,000. 53 for Scooty. Toogie got that bar all the way to the left, bro. He's been rolling for like only a couple months, and his 5 taps are just clean. They're so clean, bro. I think every roller wishes that they could have as fast of a progression as Toogie. I don't think anybody has really matched Toogie's progression. Except maybe, you know, Ruins. Maybe somebody like that has beaten that progression, but... Zempro is asking Toogie to early top 3 times in a row so they can sleep. Okay. Well, it hasn't happened so far. But we'll see. 220 here for Toogie, 214 for Scooty. And there's another Tetris for Scooty at 237. When did Toogie start rolling? Very, very recently. Like 2-ish months ago, maybe? Yeah. Has been having insane progression. And I believe has been getting assistance from Sidnev and Messex. Which, you know, always will help. 2, like, top-notch rollers, you know, rollovers and stuff. That's going to help you when you want to learn. 292 for Scooty, 288 for Toogie. I hope I don't mix their names up. It's... I could see how I could do it. Nice key tuck there for Toogie. Gonna have to block the well a little bit. It opens up in 2 burns and gets a Tetris. While Scooty's board looking not the best. He has a T-spin set up. Gonna get the T-spin. Now would like a J to tuck in. And trying to hold out for it, but the J piece does not come in time. And now is gonna be burning for a little bit. But Toogie, that left side, not looking comfortable. Gonna throw some pieces over to the left to fill it out, but he's gonna be burning for a little bit, and this is gonna give Scooty the chance to maybe take the lead and possibly start building one. And yeah, alternating burn shells here for Toogie. He's gonna be kind of stuck through this for a while. He does have ample time before transition, so not necessarily in danger. And it looks like he is actually getting this down and pretty quickly, really efficiently. Scooty waiting for the bar, setting up on row 2. But a bit of a drought forming for both of them. There's a bar for Toogie, gets the Tetris and gets back to the right side. But Scooty is not going to be able to play the same way efficiently, as he has a couple of holes to contend with and has also a bar dependency, and that was pretty much the worst time to get a square. But he burns it away pretty cleanly, and we're still actually pretty close, less than a Tetris separating them, and they get a simul Tetris, and transition is getting pretty close. 438 for Scooty, 446 for Toogie. Scooty not going to choose to do the line spin, waiting for a J, and there we go, gets the double tuck. And is now set up. Gets the Tetris. 487, 2 Tetrises left for Scooty. There's a Tetris for Toogie, also 2 left. And it looks like Toogie might have the better transition. If he can get these last 2 Tetrises into 19, it looks like he will. There's a Tetris for Scooty at 511. There's one for Toogie, and 1 line to go for both of them until 19, and Scooty's going to transition into it. And so